My wife told my son she's not his mom right before Mother's Day, so I'm a dad, 37. I've got a 13-year-old boy named Ryan. He's quiet, thoughtful, the kind of kid who'd rather read or sketch in his room than talk for hours at the dinner table. He's been through a lot. His mom passed away when he was 8. A few years later, I met Emily. She's warm, outgoing, full of energy. She's got a 16-year-old daughter, Chloe, who's just like her, bubbly, confident, always talking. When we all moved in together, I thought this could work. Different personalities, sure, but we'd make it work. At first, it did. Ryan kept to himself, and Emily and Chloe would gently try to get him to join family movie nights or backyard BBQs. But after a while, it turned into pressure. "Come on, Ryan," they'd say. "You're so quiet, it's weird." He came to me one night, eyes red, and said, "Dad, they don't let me breathe. I just want some space." I sat them both down, Emily and Chloe, and told them to back off. I said, "He's not broken. He just likes being alone sometimes." They apologized, promised to ease up. I believed them. Fast forward to last week. Mother's Day's coming up. I wanted to do something special for Emily. She's been a good stepmom in a lot of ways, helped keep things together, helped me heal. So I planned a big dinner, reserved a table at her favorite restaurant, invited her family, even ordered a custom cake that said, "We love you, Mom." It was supposed to be a surprise, but Chloe spilled the beans, told her mom about it. I didn't even get mad. I just smiled. At least she's excited, I thought. Yesterday, I got off work early to finish setting things up. I unlocked the front door and stepped inside quietly, and that's when I heard them talking. Emily, Chloe, and Ryan. Emily's voice was low, serious. "Sweetheart," she said to him, "do you think you could talk to your dad? Tell him you don't want to come tonight?" Ryan sounded confused. "Why? I thought we were all going." She sighed. "Honey, it's just, your introverted, socially awkward attitude makes people uncomfortable. My family likes things lively. You sitting there in silence, it kills the mood." I froze. Every word hit like a nail. Ryan said softly, "I'll try. I promise. I'll talk. I'll be polite." And Emily, my wife, laughed. "I've heard that before, Ryan. It's not just about being polite. It's about energy, and you just don't have that." He went quiet, and then he said, voice trembling, "But I just wanted to be there for you." And then came the line that made my stomach drop. She said, "Technically, I'm not even your mom, so you don't have to make a big deal about it." Silence. Then Chloe mumbled something like, "Yeah, it's kind of weird anyway." I stepped into the doorway, and when they saw me, every bit of color drained from their faces. Ryan looked like he wanted to disappear. Chloe froze. Emily's mouth opened. Nothing came out. I looked at my son and said quietly, "Go to your room, buddy." Then to Chloe, "You too." When it was just me and Emily, I said, "The dinner's off." Her eyes widened. "What? You heard me. Mother's Day, the restaurant, everything, canceled." She stared at me like I'd slapped her. "Why would you do that?" "Because I just heard you tell my son that you're not his mother, and that he shouldn't even be there." She stammered. "I didn't mean it like that. You took it out of context." "I heard everything, Emily." She started crying. "You're overreacting. You're ruining something beautiful over a misunderstanding." I said nothing. I just walked past her, grabbed my keys, and started making calls. Canceled the reservation, the cake, everything. When I came back, she was pacing the living room, angry now. "What am I supposed to tell my family?" she yelled. "That you're punishing me for one comment? That you're humiliating me over nothing? Tell them whatever you want," I said. "But don't you dare make this about you." She tried again. "Ryan will get over it." I turned around. "He shouldn't have to." She froze. That night, she slept in the guest room. I heard her crying through the wall. I wanted to care. I did. But every time I thought of Ryan's face, the way he looked down when she said those words, I just couldn't. This morning, when I got up, the house was quiet. Too quiet. Her car was gone. So was Chloe's. She'd packed a few bags, left the key on the counter. No note, no text. Ryan came downstairs in his hoodie, rubbing his eyes. "Where's Emily?" I hesitated. "She went to stay with her parents." He nodded slowly, not saying anything. Then, after a moment, he whispered, "I didn't mean to ruin Mother's Day." That's when something inside me broke. I knelt down, held his shoulders. "Hey," I said, "you didn't ruin anything. You did nothing wrong."